What up, gamers? For the past month I've been consolidating all of the devs' Twitter posts on Reddit for everyone to view, but I figured not everyone will want to sift through and read the info. So today I'm starting a weekly series about everything we learned from Anthem devs this past week. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for future updates. Let's dive in. So first up, we have a question to Mark, and let's be honest, most of these questions go to Mark Dara, the executive producer for Anthem, who started this whole AMAAA questions thing after E3. So the question was, after launch, how will content be added? Just wondering if there is going to be a 6-month content drought. Mark Dara stated, "We plan to launch content a lot more frequently than that, more details later." If you didn't already know, Anthem will have no loot boxes, no pay to win, and no paid DLC for the game. The devs stated clearly at the beginning that they didn't want any barriers to entry and to separate the community in any way by a paywall. So fear not, freelancers, I'm sure you'll be seeing lots of content dropped for Anthem frequently. In the next question, Justin asks, will we still be able to progress after completing the main storyline? To where Mark replies, yes, for sure, this is a huge part of the game. It is indeed a huge part of the game, as from anyone who's played any type of action RPG or looter shooter knows the endgame is truly where they begin the adventure. The devs have already coined the endgame as elder content. Another question asked was, will there be large populated non-combat areas to explore and NPCs to talk to? In which Mark replied the simple answer of, Fort Tarsis is pretty big, which is typical of Mark, he likes to answer very simple. To what size scale we don't know yet, but from the gameplay footage and the info we received from PAX West panel, I'm sure we'll have plenty to discover at Fort Tarsis. Alright, for the next ones, I'm going to basically summarize or else we'd be here forever. Plus, I'm sure you don't want me to read out every single question for you. But if you do, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you do happen to want to read the questions asked that I post up on the screen, you can pause the video if it goes by too fast. So if you didn't already know from the Our World My Story panel at PAX West, freelancers are their own faction. You're a part of this faction, and no, you cannot join any other factions. This isn't Fallout, although I do love those games too. For the answer to this next question, Mark basically confirmed that the difficulty setting within Anthem will be tiered very similar to how Diablo 3 has their difficulty system set up. Mark thinks there will be a minimum level you will have to be in order to equip higher end gear such as Legendary or Masterworks gear. Again, still not sure if Masterworks is the official name, as they stated a while ago that this could be tweaked. Sorry to say, but certain javelins will not be able to wield the certain weapon types. For example, the Ranger will not be able to use heavy guns such as miniguns, and the Colossus will not be able to equip pistols that the Storm and Interceptor will likely use. Mark stated in another answer that it's hard to say whether or not the Storm is more fragile than the Interceptor, but remember, both are agile and have maneuverability. The Storm also comes with a damage mitigation shield while it's up in the air. What the Interceptor has, we still don't know yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. Again, the ultimate for each javelin would not be interchangeable at launch of Anthem, but the devs have stated many times they are looking into this. Like everything else, it will likely be applied to a piece of gear. Also, loadouts, weapons, and gear are all changed out at Fort Tarsis or in your Strider. Again, crossplay and cross-save are being looked into, but if they do come out, they will not be available at launch of the game. And yes, we did get a confirmation this week. You will be able to save your loadouts for each javelin. This was a huge game changer in the division, so I'm glad they're bringing this to Anthem, as it saves so much time when you need to get in and out back into the world. So in this one, I probably should have asked to mark a different way, but the cooled indicator that we saw on the top left hand part of the screen in the latest trailer can be caused by a variety of things. Whether it's caused by dynamic weather, something that comes with a piece of gear, or is applied by another javelin, we just don't know yet. The devs are working on trying to balance parties when players are matchmaking within Anthem, but you won't have the ability to dictate what javelin you are looking for to join your group. They don't want players to have such exclusionary options that make it more difficult for some to find a group in the game, which makes sense as some players I know will main certain javelins out in this world, and it shouldn't be more difficult for them to find a group because of their style of play. Again, you unlock customization and personalization options by playing the game. There will be cosmetics that can be purchased, but all of them can be acquired just by playing the game. How attainable they'll be is still up for discussion. Again, no javelin in Anthem will fly faster than any other while in overland flight. They can be more agile, yes, but the devs stated that they want the team to be able to stay together and not have someone fall behind. The Colossus will have some explicit aggro capabilities, but Mark stated that in theory, any javelin will have the ability to tank in some way. Now what Mark likely means here is that the Colossus will of course be your main in the general sense of pulling aggro and taking lots of damage, but I believe that each javelin will have the ability to manipulate their gear into pulling more aggro and taking on more damage than normal. And sorry for those who go AFK sometimes in a game, there will be no customized idols at launch, but this is definitely a neat idea. And last up for the updates, sorry PC users, there is still no confirmed PC requirements for Anthem yet, but Mike Gamble stated in a previous tweet that they will likely be similar to BioWare's previous release, which was Mass Effect Andromeda. So if you look on the internet for the PC requirements for that game, that will likely be what you will need for Anthem. And there you have it, gamers. Thanks for tuning in to this week's update for Anthem. I've posted the link in the Reddit post in the description box below in case you want to join in on the discussion and provide your thoughts, or leave a comment down below and start the conversation here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and tap fire the subscribe button for future updates on Anthem. Talk to you next time, gamers. This is Sir Mav, signing off.